right, so just get comfortable on your mat. Like I said, I know I'm sorry if you can't quite see me all the way, but just take a few moments to feel solid with your feet underneath of you. So just kind of hip distance apart, and just take a few moments to just settle in, just like we would if we were sitting, but we still want to kind of just root down into the feet just as we normally would into the sit bones. And maybe just give yourself like a little bit of a gentle kind of just sway with the body as we kind of just start to settle in. I know maybe it feels a little bit weird. It's totally normal. We just kind of start to feel that rooting down into our feet. Take a few deep breaths. Nice deep inhalations and exhalations, even though we're in this standing pose. That's okay. So wherever you are, maybe start to come back to a neutral position. And just as like anywhere else, we want to kind of just root down into the feet and just start to draw up from there. Feel into the ankles, into the knees, and start to feel into the hips and the core, zipping up nice and tall through the spine. So sometimes starting in this standing position, we can really kind of clue in to our bodies and where we are growing tall in the spine. Still take a moment to kind of release any tension that we might be holding those shoulders. So if you want to go ahead and just actively kind of roll those shoulders down away from the ears, go ahead and do that as we, again, grow nice and tall in the spine. Lifting the crown of the head nice and tall. And take a full inhalation. Again, leaving lots of room for the breath. Nice full belly inhalation. And then a full exhalation. And let's do it together with some arm movements. Go ahead and inhale the arms all the way up, nice and tall. Reach, reach, reach. Reach up towards the ceiling. I know you can't see my hands. That's okay. If you'd like, go ahead and interlace the fingers. Root down through those feet, and then just take a gentle lean to one side. I'm going to the right side. It doesn't matter. We'll do both, but just take a gentle lean to the side, rooting down through that opposing foot. So we don't want to lift up into it, but rooting down, finding that nice length on both sides. And then gently come back to center. Take a breath over to the other side. I'm leaning over to the left side now, again, rooting down onto the right foot as I lean over to the left. Taking a nice breath here. Again, nothing crazy yet as we're just getting warmed up, but just finding that long length through the body. And go ahead and come back to center. Nice, good inhalation, and then exhale. Go ahead and release the hands down to the side of the body. Nice job. Take one more breath. And as you're ready, we'll just start to move into our forward fold. So go ahead and take a nice inhale, arms all the way up. And then exhale, begin to fold. So allow a nice deep bend in the knees as we kind of take this first forward fold. So as you can see from the side, allow for that nice deep knee bend as we begin to just take our first forward fold for the evening. Hi. And my cat Duke has decided to come visit. That's okay. All right. So rooting down through the feet, again, allowing for that bend in the knees. Go ahead and release the head and neck. Maybe take this time to just kind of, shake that head yes and no. Again, allowing that bend so that we can really, again, allow the stretch to begin to open up through the back of the legs, as well as feel that release through the torso. So let's just stay here for a few breaths. Take your time. If you want to find a little bit of a sway, you can do that too. Just really kind of dialing into the body.
All right, as you're ready, go ahead and inhale to that flat back. So you start to find a little bit more straightening through the legs, but nothing crazy yet. Still allow for that kind of micro bend, but we start to find that length through the spine into that flat back, pulling that belly button in towards the core, starting to find that engagement through the body, bringing that awareness. Nice inhale, and then go ahead and exhale and go ahead and fold again. So maybe we're getting a little bit straighter into the legs. Maybe you have a block, but wherever you are, take a moment here. Nice breath. Great job. Go ahead and inhale to flat back again. Find that length through the spine. All right, and here just from this flat back, so you can keep your hands onto the thighs or wherever you want to be, just to kind of keep yourself rooted down. And I'm just going to step this left foot slightly back on the mat. So nothing really wide, just kind of a little bit of a shallow step back with that left foot. All right, check in with the hips. Make sure those hips are level, because we don't want to open up to the side. We want to keep those hips nice and level. Take that nice inhale, and then go ahead and exhale and fold again. So we're getting a little bit of a deeper stretch into the right leg this time. Take our breath here. So really just kind of really stretching out that lower body. Whether maybe you sat all day or maybe you were on your feet all day, but it's really kind of getting some stretch through the inside of that right leg. Nice job. All right, go ahead and inhale, come back up to that flat back, and we're just going to draw the feet together again. So bring the left to meet the right. Take a breath here, flat back. Just switch sides. This time to go ahead and step a shallow step back with the right foot. So this is called pyramid pose. Again, it's just a little bit of a step back with one foot, leveling out those hips. So think about just kind of drawing the femurs in towards those hip sockets. Take a nice breath, and then go ahead and exhale, and kind of a forward fold again. With the feet just slightly stepped apart, almost like what you would do is just a normal stepping gait with your feet. And we feel this stretch. This time maybe on the inside of the left foot that's forward this time. Taking a few breaths here. Feeling that stretch. Belly button still in. I know we're not super warm yet, but we're starting to kind of feel that stretch in through the body. Okay, draw the right foot to meet the left. Find that half flat back. Sorry. Nice breath here. All right, and last time, go ahead and exhale, fold, just a normal forward fold this time. All right, we'll go ahead and start to flow right from here. So kind of just step the hands forward on the mat and step your feet back and just begin to find your first down dog. So right from that forward fold, we'll move into down dog. So take a moment here. Take a breath, feeling those hands rooted down into the mat for the first time. And the feet as well. All right, and we'll go ahead and start to move through our vinyasa flow. So as you're ready, go ahead and begin to shift forward into that plank. And you have an option here. You can lower all the way down or halfway, whatever's going to work better for you. And find up dog or cobra. Breathe here. And then go ahead and shift and send the hips back up to your down dog. Nice job. Take a breath. All right, we're starting to move, starting to warm up those muscles. All right, we're going to start to move into our warrior series. So go ahead and allow the right foot to come up towards the ceiling if you like. If not, as I always say, you can always skip it. And then together we'll start to find that right foot in between the hands. All right, so go ahead and pivot on the back left foot. We're starting to find those warrior feet. So root down nice and strong. Make sure you feel like you have your balance. All right, and as you're ready, we're gonna move all the way to our warrior two. So again, that big movement, go ahead and lift the torso, root down, nice core engagement. Open all the way, left hand to the back, right hand forward, warrior two. Take that breath. We should feel some nice opening in through that left leg as well. As we start to kind of feel those legs start to open up in the hips. Taking a nice breath here. All right, we'll start to find reverse warrior. So flip that right front hands up and then we'll scoop up and we'll start to find reverse warrior. So we're just kind of leaning towards the back. This left hand can rest on the back of the left leg. You can have it behind the back wherever you'd like. But we're just starting to kind of open up through the right side here into reverse warrior. Nice breath here. All right. Start to come back to your warrior two. Shifting forward. And we're going to find our first side angle for tonight. So we're going to play a little bit with side angle and some different versions. So let's start maybe just for now with allowing that right elbow to rest on the right knee and allowing that left arm to reach all the way up. This is even too much for the left arm. You can go ahead and leave it to the side wherever you are, but side angle here. One thing to kind of think about is making sure that this shoulder isn't sinking in. So we're not falling into the pose, but we're really kind of drawing energy all the way in. Side angle, we've created all these nice angles with the body in our side angle. Take a breath here. Nice job. All right, cartwheel the hands down to the mat and go ahead and step back to your down dog. Great job. So if you'd like, we can go ahead and do our vinyasa flow, or you can stay here in down dog and we'll meet back together. So if you'd like, go ahead and shift forward into plank. Lower down all the way or halfway. And then to your up dog or your cobra. And we meet back together in down dog. Great job. All right, we're going to do the same thing this time on the left side. So if you like, go ahead and slide that left foot up towards the ceiling. Open up that hip. Nice engagement through the back. And then all together, we'll find that left foot in between the hands. All right, go ahead and pivot on the back right foot. We start to find our warrior feet. Root down. And then as you're ready, big movement, we're going to start to find that warrior two. So draw all the way up. Right hand goes all the way to the back. Left arms forward this time. So again, sorry, my back is to you. But we're here in warrior two. Belly buttons drawn in. Rooting down. And as always, we talk about making sure that you can still see that big toe on the left foot. If not, just readjust. Taking a breath here. All right, let's find that reverse warrior. So I'm going to flip the left hand palm up towards the ceiling and scoop up, drawing that left arm up towards the ceiling, and we start to find that reverse warrior. And finding this nice stretch down through the left side body. Again, right hand can rest on the back of the leg, or again, just rest on the back of the waist. Stretch, belly buttons in. All right, and then go ahead and come back to our warrior two. Nice job. All right, so here comes that side angle. So I'm going to start to put the left elbow on the left knee and then drawing the right arm up towards the ceiling. So as always, like we mentioned, we don't want to sink into that shoulder. So check in, See if we're kind of really stacking the bones, keeping this nice long engagement and long length through the neck as well. Belly buttons in. Finding these nice angles with the body. So we're not putting a lot of weight, again, into that elbow. It's really more of the core engagement here. Taking your breath. All right, go ahead and cartwheel the hands down to the mat and step back to your dip dog again. Breathe. Nice job. All right, let's go ahead and flow. Shift forward plank. Lower chaturanga down halfway or all the way up dog. And back to down dog. Nice job. All right, let's take a moment here. Walk, step, hop, or jump the feet towards the hands, towards the front of the mat. Forward fold. Take a breath here. Root to rise, root down, and we'll rise all the way up to standing. Nice big movement. Inhale all the way, arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands start center. All right, take a moment just to check in. Reestablish our balance, our focus. Drawing that belly button in nice and tight. Again, just taking a moment to check in with the body. Take a moment for our breath. All right, let's keep going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go ahead and fold. Send the hands to the mat. Take a moment, inhale, flat back. And again, we never want to really kind of rush past this. Take the moment to find that length through the spine. Belly button's drawn in. It gives us an opportunity to, again, check in with our core, check in with our spine. Exhale, go ahead and fold, hands to the mat. And we'll step back to our down dog. Great job. All right, right foot up towards the ceiling, if you like. Left, left, left. And then the right foot in between the hands. All right, pivot on the back foot. Find those warrior feet again. Take a moment, root down. Nice and strong. And then go ahead and inhale again. We're going to go all the way to that warrior two. Nice big movement, left arm all the way to the back. Great job. All right, again, always kind of checking in, seeing where we are, drawing in towards the midline of the body, and zipping up that core. One more breath. Checking in with those feet, make sure you can still see that big toe, that we're not extending that knee too far. Keeping the body aligned, stacking those bones. All right, here comes that reverse warrior. Scoop up with the right hand and open up the right side body. Maybe get a little deeper in that reverse warrior this time. A little more of an extension. Take a breath. Maybe find a little bit of some straightening through that right front leg. Not locking it out, but just a little bit more extension, a little more length through the body. And then go ahead and come back to your warrior two. Maybe more bend in that right front leg. All right, we're gonna go back to that side angle. Couple options. So you can go here with the elbow to knee. But if you want a little bit more, maybe we can get a little bit more of an extension of our side angle and maybe allow that right hand to come all the way down to the mat. You can go in front of the leg or behind. I'm gonna let it be yogi's choice. And maybe extending that left arm a little more over the head. Breathe here. Nice extension. Again, still keeping the length through the arms. So again, we're not sinking into it, even in this extended side angle. Nice breath here. We're just kind of really light on this right hand. keeping the heart open. One more breath. All right, go ahead and cartwheel the hands down to the mat and step back to your down dog. Take a breath here. All right, we'll go ahead and flow again. If you need a moment, go ahead and find child's. Otherwise, we can go ahead and shift forward to plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog. And back to down dog. We're all back together again. Take a breath. All right, left side this time. Send the left foot up towards the ceiling. And then the left foot in between the hands. All right, go ahead and pivot on the back foot. Find your warrior feet. Root down. We'll find warrior two. Nice big movement all the way up. Right hand to the back, left arm forward. Settle in, take a breath. Again, always kind of check in with those feet. I just saw that my knee was starting to kind of come in, drawing it back in line with the hip and the ankle. So take the time to check in with your body. Another breath. All right, let's find that reverse warrior. So we're going to scoop up with that left hand up towards the ceiling, allowing the right hand to come down. Again, your choice here. You can leave it to the back. Find a little bit more extension. We can find a little straightening through that left front leg. Again, not locking it out, but keeping that little bend in the front left leg. More extension. And then gently come back to warrior two. Reestablish. And then we'll find that side angle. So you can do elbow to knee. Or if you want more, go ahead and find that extended side angle. So you can allow the hand to come down to mat. Or if you have a block, and maybe allow the right arm to kind of come over towards the front of the mat. Keeping the heart open. So again, we don't want to kind of turn in down towards the mat, but really kind of opening towards that side wall. Taking a breath here. Again, checking in with that shoulder that we're not sinking in. Belly buttons in, keeps our balance. One more breath. All right, go ahead and cartwheel those hands down to the mat and step back to your down dog. Great job. Take a breath here. If you want child's pose for a moment, it's always available. But we start to find down dog as a resting pose. Nice job. All right, step, hop, or jump the feet towards the hands for our forward fold. Breathe here. All right, and we're going to do that pyramid pose, just kind of like we did in the beginning. So go ahead and come up to that flat back. Step that right foot back, just about like the size of like your normal walking step, right? So nothing super far back, but just kind of a shallow step back with the left foot. Level out those hips, lengthen the spine, and then go ahead and exhale and fold. As our legs have gotten a little warmer, maybe we can get a little deeper into this fold. Rooting down through those feet. So if they feel like the feet want to kind of pop up, root down nice and strong through the ball and the heel of the foot. And we find that stretch. Breathe here. Nice job. One more breath. All right, so you can absolutely stay here. I'm just going to give you guys an option. You can stay here, right in this pyramid pose, and this is a great stretch for the feet. If you want, and it's in your practice, so I'm running out of time, you can shift into balancing half moon. I should not rush through this pose. I just want to give it to you. So you can lift the back left foot. I did not realize we were running out of time. So, or you can stay in that pyramid pose. Again, half moon only if it's in your practice. My apologies that I know I feel like I'm rushing through it. All right, but wherever we are, we're gonna find the left foot to meet the right. Fold. Take that breath. All right, inhale to flat back. Just the other side. Step back with the right foot. I thought we had more time. Take a nice breath, and then go ahead and fold into pyramid with the right foot back, left foot forward this time. Belly buttons in, feet are rooted down. Take a few breaths here. All right, only because we did it on the other side. You can stay here in this pyramid pose. This is a great stretch phase. If you want to work on balance and it's already in your practice, you can begin to shift forward. Lift the right foot off the mat and maybe find balancing half moon. Again, my apologies. I would not normally rush through this pose, but I didn't realize we were running out of time. Whew. We're having so much fun together, right? Okay. One more breath wherever you are. And then draw both feet together, the right foot to meet the left. Last forward fold. Oh, feels so good. Take a moment here to really just allow maybe a bend into the knees. A nice yummy forward fold. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come back up to Tadasana, to mountain pose. Root down through the feet. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take a moment. All right, inhale up together, nice and tall. Hands all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna finish standing tonight if you're okay. If you want, go ahead, grab the floor if you want into a seated position or in a full Shavasana, but if you'd like, it's your choice. You're in the comfort of your own home, but otherwise we will finish here in a standing pose, hands at heart center. Then a deep inhale and a final cleansing exhale of our practice. And we pour out gratitude for the spring-like weather that we're experiencing here in Pennsylvania, that we've been able to see some of those flowers begin to pop through the ground, and we kind of are reminded of just new life, that sometimes we can feel like the humdrum of the day in, day out, doesn't change sometimes, right? And we can get lost in day after day, week after week. But I know it sounds cliche to talk about stop and smelling the flowers, but stop and take a moment to just look around of how the world is starting to find that new life, regardless of the winter that we've had, that we can embrace the growth and the newness and possibilities of a new season. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening.